Just a few days back, we were thinking the top four have been sealed and we might have many dead rubbers in the second half of the World Cup. But Sri Lanka beating England may have thrown open the door to at least two teams. We are about 2 weeks away from the 6th of July, which is the last day of the league phase this World Cup. And here's an explainer on just what lies ahead for the teams ahead of the semi-finals. First up, England. They have slid to fourth on the table after their loss to Sri Lanka. Their three remaining matches are against Australia, India and New Zealand. To guarantee qualification, they need to win at least two of those. If they win one, they'll get to 10 points and they'll still probably go through riding on their strong net run rate, but they won't want to leave it too tight. Also, they haven't beaten these three teams in the World Cup for 27 years. India obviously looked the most sorted of all in spite of how hard it got against Afghanistan, with 9 points and no losses so far. Their remaining matches are against the West Indies, England, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Remember, they started later than others, so play many of their games in a short span now in the latter half of the league phase. They need to win one more of their remaining games, but their plan will be to win all to secure that number one spot. Bangladesh have to win 3 matches out of 3 to reach 11 points. If they do not, they might face off against England, whose net run rate is stronger. Their aim would also be to win all their games and with big margins. Their next opponents, all Asians, Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, like a mini Asia Cup for Bangladesh. The West Indies, and that shot which Brathwaite hit of Jimmy Neesham on Saturday night was so vital. Had it landed just a foot or two away, the Windies campaign would have been back on track. Unfortunately though, Trent Boult held on, and that means that the men from the Caribbean stay on 3 points with 3 games remaining, meaning that they can only get to a maximum of 9 points. They face the might of India next, followed by a resurgent Sri Lanka, and eventually close against Afghanistan. Pakistan seem to be going exactly as per their 1992 script, but this time their opponents are way tougher and the likelihood of the Corner Tigers performing well may seem bleak. After beating South Africa, they're now on 5 points and they have to win all their remaining games to reach to 11. Or if they win 2, they'll have to hope that one of Australia, India or New Zealand collapse and don't make it to the top 4. Their next opponents, New Zealand, Afghanistan and Bangladesh. Sri Lanka's win against England has put them in contention, but it's still not an easy path for them. They need to win 2 of their 3 matches at least out of South Africa, West Indies and India. Their massively inferior net run rate is going against them as well, so they'll still have to depend on England losing all their games to stand a better chance. Australia have to play England, New Zealand and South Africa. Now while that may appear a bit tough on paper, they won't be under too much pressure, as just the one win should see Aaron Finch's side through. New Zealand have had an absolute thriller on Saturday night, and purely thanks to that catch at long on, they sit comfortably with 11 points on the points table. They have 3 matches left and will want to win one more to really fortify their chances and to even get to number 1. They've got Pakistan, Australia and England still to come. Their record of making it to the semi-finals is staggering. If they get there, this will be their 8th semi-final and 4th in a row in World Cups. Oh, South Africa's nightmarish World Cup just does not seem to end. They've played the most number of games and have just 1 win, that too against Afghanistan, and the 1-0 result against the West Indies. With 2 matches left, all they can hope for now is just to have some fun and go home with a little bit of pride. Perhaps spoil the parties of Sri Lanka and maybe even Australia en route. The first time they've lost 5 matches in a World Cup is 2019. And finally, Afghanistan. With no wins in 6 matches, the Afghans are down and out. But given their spirited performance against India, which nearly got us the biggest World Cup upset, they will take hope and try to win their remaining games. Their pending matches, Bangladesh, Pakistan and West Indies. And as for the 11th team in this tournament, which is the British weather and the rain, we must point out that if more washouts happen, then everything that I've just said will change.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.